Keir Starmer was supposed to end the chaos.
The chance to change the lives of millions of people for the better. That's what I came into politics for.
The man who promised stability after years of Conservative turmoil. The leader who delivered Labour's biggest victory in a generation.
I was told time and time again that my party was fit, but we proved those people wrong.
The Prime Minister who returned Labour to power after 14 years in opposition. But now, less than 2 years after entering Downing Street, Keir Starmer has quit.
Every decision I've taken has been about putting the country I love first. That is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party.
Standing outside Number 10, fighting back emotion, Starmer announced he would step down as Prime Minister and Labour leader. A dramatic end to a political project that once looked unstoppable. So, what went wrong? And what happens next? The cracks appeared early. Questions emerged over donations received by senior Labour figures for designer clothes, football matches, and concerts. The controversy damaged Labour's image at a time when Starmer was trying to project integrity and change. Then came a series of deeply unpopular policy decisions. The government's attempt to scrap winter fuel payments for many pensioners triggered a public backlash. Plans to reform welfare spending ran into resistance. Proposed tax changes affecting farmers sparked protests. Several flagship policies were later watered down or reversed. A pattern began to emerge. Announcement, backlash, U-turn. Meanwhile, scandals involving ministers added further pressure. But perhaps the most politically damaging was the Peter Mandelson affair. Mandelson, one of Labour's most influential figures, became the centre of weeks of political turbulence. The controversy dominated headlines, triggered criticism from within Labour ranks, and forced Starmer into repeated defensive explanations. Later, Starmer himself would describe the episode as one of the lowest moments of his premiership. For many voters, it reinforced a growing perception that Labour was becoming distracted by internal problems rather than focusing on governing. But scandals alone did not bring down Keir Starmer. The real danger emerged inside his own party. Following Labour's disastrous local election performances, pressure began building behind closed doors. Several MPs publicly questioned Starmer's leadership. Others warned that Labour was sleepwalking into defeat against Nigel Farage's Reform UK. Then came a wave of resignations and departures from key government and party positions. Some stepped down over policy disagreements. Others left amid growing frustration over the direction of the government. Each resignation fueled speculation that Starmer was losing control. By the time senior cabinet figures and influential MPs began openly discussing leadership alternatives, the damage was already done. Polling numbers steadily deteriorated, and Labour's local election performances became increasingly alarming. Nowhere was the warning clearer than in the northeast. A region Labour once dominated saw dramatic losses to Nigel Farage's Reform UK. The party's political foundation was beginning to crack. The final trigger came last week. Andy Burnham, the popular former mayor of Greater Manchester, won the Makerfield by-election with a commanding margin. Many Labour MPs saw the result as proof that Burnham could reconnect with voters drifting toward Reform UK. Behind closed doors, pressure intensified. Senior MPs and ministers reportedly concluded that Starmer could no longer lead Labour into the next general election. Faced with losing the confidence of his own parliamentary party, Starmer chose to step aside. Speaking outside 10 Downing Street, he announced he would resign as Labour leader. He said he had accepted the judgment of his party with good grace.
And when I leave the biggest job in the country, I shall spend more time on the most important job, being the best husband I can to my fantastic wife Vic, who has been a rock by my side through good times and bad, and being the best dad I can to my beautiful children, who are my pride and my joy.
Starmer will remain caretaker Prime Minister while Labour chooses a successor. Leadership nominations open on July 9th and close on July 6th.
I will remain in post as Prime Minister until the contest is complete. And I will do everything I can to ensure an orderly handover of power. I will also give my successor my full and unequivocal support, knowing that they will inherit a Britain that is far stronger and fairer than the one I inherited 2 years ago.
16th. If a consensus candidate emerges, Britain could have a new Prime Minister within weeks. If the race becomes contested, the leadership battle will continue through the summer. Many eyes are now on Andy Burnham. Though he has not formally announced a bid, many within Labour view him as the frontrunner. Starmer's rise was remarkable. His fall was dramatic. And now, Britain enters another chapter in its era of political uncertainty.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.